Hi, it's Angela Tichy here from the Integrative Fertility Institute, and I just wanted to check in with you guys and talk a little bit about what it's like being an integrative fertility coach. So I've spent the last 16 years in an integrative fertility clinic, and what I have created is a way for people to have a process and have a process that your patients can go through where they can actually have an experience instead of coming in and you just treating them and they have one session and then the next session and then the next session, so that it's a structured program so that people can go through each session and learn something new about their fertility, about themselves, about where they're headed. So at the end of working with them, they actually have this really concrete way of looking at their fertility, that they know that they've done everything that they can to support their fertility. So that's the thing. Like, when you really ask people and have the tools that you need to be able to ask them the specific questions to uncover the root of what they're looking for, what they're trying to accomplish in their health and their mental health, their physical health, their financial health, and their spiritual health, you really get to see where they're at. You know, it's not about our agenda. It's more about where they are in the process and helping them to achieve the best possible results with what the resources that they have. And we all know that we can tell people what to do, but they just aren't doing it. So when you're a coach, you get to actually help people uncover what holds them back from following through with a lot of the suggestions and things that they know they should be doing, but they're just not doing it. So that's where being able to help those people on a deeper level becomes really gratifying. And so my practice now, I spend about an hour with a client, and I'll do half the session is doing the acupuncture, and the other half of the session is helping them really tap into their innate knowing, their kind of I call it kind of listening to their heart, where they're really tapping into that part of them that can speak for their true authentic self. So maybe they're struggling with implementing their exercise regimen, or maybe they're struggling with what to do next. I had a client come in the other day who was just told that she has some scarring in her uterus that might prevent implantation and might really hinder her chances of getting pregnant. So, we kind of said, okay, well, this is where we're at now, and let's look at all of our options that we can use to help support her. What's the next step? Because really, we're just wanting them to get to the next step so they can continue to move forward in their fertility journey. So the biggest problem that I see is that we try to push our agenda, or there's like, okay, what's next? But really, the most important thing is that people are moving just one step forward, and that's why they see us. And being a coach has changed my practice in so many ways. And if you can imagine being a coach and offering more programs and more experiences for your clients, it kind of changes the way that you treat your client. So maybe you enjoy treating clients on a deeper level. Maybe you'd like to have more of an online experience so people can really get all of those little details that you'd love to do and say in your practice, but you just don't have time. So being a coach really allows for flexibility and freedom in how you create your practice. So you can have, like I said, an online practice. You could do this virtually. You could do this in person. You could do this via videos or have an evergreen product. So the sky is really the limit in terms of how you incorporate this work into your practice. And that's something that in the Integrative Fertility Coach certification, we really work on helping you figure out what is the best way to practice for you. Because in all reality, if your practice does not support your life and lifestyle and your family, then it's going to be always an issue that's going to come up that's going to keep you from being successful. So we define really what it is for you to be successful. And then the other part that's, I think, really interesting with being a coach is it takes the responsibility away. Actually, let me put it this way. It actually empowers the clients to make really positive choices in their life that they can keep moving forward to have the experience that they want. So let me rephrase that. So it takes the responsibility from the client, from the practitioner, so that the practitioner can really be and hold their clients as powerful and empowered, and the client gets to have choice. They get to have that ability to take charge of their life and their experience that they're having, because in all reality it is their choice, it is their life, and a coach becomes a person that can help people create their life in the way that they like and have their dreams come true. Because I believe that we can all have our dreams, every single one of us, no matter what is happening in your life and your practice, and you think, oh, I can't have that. You can have whatever you would like. You just have to believe that you can have it. So that's the first step, is you have to believe that you can have it. And then the second step to having whatever kind of practice that you would like is that you have to make a decision to move forward. And every decision that you make will allow you to get feedback on what is the best next step for you. So the only thing that you need to do is to decide what you want to do next. And if this is the right path for you, and what I'm saying is speaking to you, and you feel like this is something that you just have to do, then all you have to do is decide that it is for you and let us know so we can help support you. So I hope that was a good experience for you to know what a coach is and what a coach does in their practice, and how you can also learn how to become a coach in the Integrative Fertility Coach certification if that's something that you'd like to move forward with. So thanks so much for joining me today, and happy Thanksgiving. Ciao.